Hi, this is Callie Rose. So I was led to speak about this topic because I was having a conversation with my cousin about some things that's going on in her life. And so I generally tell all the people, like, when you're going through things, to pray about it and just to try to build up a relationship with God so that you can, like, discuss with Him all of the things that you feel, all of the negative emotions, or anything that you feel in your life that you may need someone to talk to about. I mean, because in some cases you might not want to tell everybody, some like physical people in your life, some things that's going on in your life. So the only person that you would probably feel is most comfortable with is God, speaking to Him about it. So I always tell her to try to build up her relationship with God. But what she was telling me is that when she prays, um, she gets easily distracted when she prays, and she also feels overwhelmed when she prays. So I was trying to tell her that that is the devil's tactic, is to do that. He's always going to try to distract you from praying. He's going to make you feel overwhelmed, shame, things of that nature, so that you won't ever fully open up to God and begin to build a good relationship with God, an intimate relationship with God. That's his tactic. So the moment that you do build an intimate relationship with God, he will fully reveal to you the devil and all of his tactics. And anyone that he uses, anyone that Satan uses, he will reveal those people to you as well. So as you're going through your life, you will be able to distinguish the difference between if it's you just overthinking things or being paranoid or something like that, or is it actually the devil sending these people towards you or putting these negative thoughts in your mind. So that's why I felt like it's good to always try to build a relationship with God. It's that I feel like it's easier to talk to God than it is to talk to people in our lives, in our physical lives, because you have to run the risk of worrying if someone will spread what it is that you're telling them, or will, judge you or things of that nature. And God doesn't do any of those things. He loves us unconditionally no matter what mistakes we make. It's just a learning lesson. He's going to love us regardless. He's not going to shame us, especially if we're coming to Him and we're talking to Him, asking Him what it is that we can do about it. So I just wanted to bring up to that, if you guys are having that issue as far as when you're praying, you're getting easily distracted, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling like ashamed when you're praying. Please do not give up on praying. That is not God doing that. It is the devil. That is his only, well, I'm going to say that's his only that is one of his tactics to try to get you to not build your relationship with God. He has many other tactics. That is just one of them. He's going to try to do anything to make you feel as uncomfortable as possible when it comes to going to God, praying to God. That's his only thing that he can do. So I just want you guys to know that, pay attention to that, because that's the reason why a lot of people are either turn their back on God, or they just don't pray or try to speak to God, because they feel like that He's going to shame them, or He's going to point out, all of the mistakes that they've made, or that they would never be able to redeem themselves from those mistakes, when that is not true. That is the devil that is trying to convince you of that. And the moment that you do start to pray and begin to build a relationship with God, you will immediately know that that is a lie. And that is what the devil is trying to stop everybody from doing, is building that relationship. Because the moment that you do begin to build a relationship with God and start to pray, you will know for sure that that is a lie. Like, you would know what unconditional love is. And if you just look unconditional love up, we don't, a lot of us in this world, we don't know what unconditional love is, because this world is conditioned. We have conditioned love here. That's what we've been taught. In many cases, we only give unconditional love rarely with certain, like, family members, parents, certain people. But in most cases, it's conditional. What you got to understand, what unconditional is, no matter what it is that you do, you are still loved. So the devil wants you to believe that's not true, because he doesn't have the ability to do that. So he's gonna just be one of those people, just like, some of those people in your life, those haters that you have in your life, that nitpick and bring up your past and do all of those things to try to keep you down, to keep you in a sunken place. so that you will never come out of it. And so what the devil does is he does that because if he can keep you in that sunken place, he can keep you under his foot. That's what that's about. So once you come out of that and you turn to God and you build a relationship with God, he's not going to keep you. He's going to be under your foot. That's what's going to happen. So he's going to continuously try to tear you down, try to bring up things from the past, even things you're not even doing anymore, things you've moved past. You've repented and you're not sinning anymore. He will still try to bring up the things from the past, and that's how you will know that it's him. Because God is not going to do that to you. He's not going to keep bringing up your past and all of those things. Those things pass. There's lessons that we learn here, and once we learn the lesson, we move on. He's not one of those people that will keep throwing it up in your face. That's not God. So when you feel those type of things, know right away that that is Satan doing that. It's not God. And all you have to do is pray about it, and he's gonna leave. That's how it goes. But once you recognize that it's him, you gotta call him out on his foolishness. That's what's going on. So he'll know that you are aware that it's him, and that because if he what he wants you to do is he wants you to believe it's you coming up with all of these things. You know what I mean? He wants you to believe, like, because then, like, once you internalize it, then you'll start telling yourself this. And the thing is you got to nip that in the bud right when it happens. Nope, Satan, this is you. I know it's you, and no, I don't feel that way about myself. And as you build a relationship with God, he will ensure that you don't feel that way about yourself. And well, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but once you get a close relationship with God, he will show you who you really are to him and how he sees you. And honestly, that is the only thing that should be important to you, because this world is blinded in many ways. So there's no way that they will be able to see you clearly. The only person that will be able to see you clearly is God. You know what I mean? Because we half of the time don't even see ourselves clearly. We see ourselves as how the world sees us. But the moment you build a relationship with God, you will see yourself as God sees you. And there's not going to be anybody in this world or in hell that can tell you anything different from that. Okay? So that's all I wanted to say. Hope this helped you guys, and keep praying, y'all. God bless you.